Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's been a long time since I asked what if anime voice actors had a Marvel role. It's hard to think of new ideas for more nominations and concepts, but with your likes, comments, and suggestions, they keep the series going. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, we'll start with a couple fan suggestions. Once again, I want to give shout-out to one of my old-time followers, Zekril1000, for recommending David Vincent as Dr. Doom. His reasons are two characters, which are Gilgamesh from the Fate series and Ochi Fukuchi from Bungo Stray Dogs. Gilgamesh thinks he's superior to everyone else on Earth and can do whatever he wants with it, whereas Fukuchi is the kind of character who thinks he can save the world and bring order to it.
Did you hear that drivel writer? Did you hear what this little girl who calls herself King of Knights said? Her beloved country to which she devoted her whole life. Don't get cocky, mongrel. I am a king who has tasted all the pleasures the world has to offer. Hold your tongue and listen. You would dare challenge me for my treasure over something so trivial? A troublesome fellow. You continue to surpass your own myth to the very end. You must steal a new servant for yourself, one already summoned and controlled by one of the other masters. In that case... No, I won't say it.
How? Do you mean that you want to know how I defeated you? Very well. This is part of your training as my subordinate. When I first sent Amenoguzan back into the past, my primary purpose was not to attack your past self. I sent the tip of the blade into the past and left a secret message signaling danger to my past self. Having seen that, my past self guessed at my future situation, and as a result, I took action.
Although an alternate option for Doom could be Chris Guerrero, as his performance as Ainz Ul Gaun would give him a much deeper sound.
Give him a proper burial. So, what happened to the armor he was wearing? I see. Very well. Splendid job, all of you. And fine work deserves a fine reward. What is it that you wish?
Please spare me and my family, Sorcerer King. I pledge my undying allegiance to you and you alone.
Please, Your Majesty, on us.
as well.
Yes, no need to beg. Don't worry. As requested, I won't kill you. I got my hopes up for a moment. But if I stop to think logically, your story didn't hold up from the start.
Scum! All of you! You lied to me! In my home! The place that I built with my comrades! Dragging your filthy boots across its sacred grounds! And then you taunt me with the false words of a friend you never met and insult to my memories of them! I'll kill you!
Well, those are my feelings. But in truth, I can scarcely blame you.
Other powerful villains he could play are Null, Mephisto, and Dormammu. Another idea Zekril had was John Swasey as Dr. Octopus, originated from All for One from My Hero Academia. According to him, he describes All for One as the Doc Ock of My Hero Academia, only without the tentacles, because they are both arrogant and highly strategic.
First to go will be your self-respect and ridiculous public image. Show the world how pitiful you really are, symbol of peace.
It's because you took everything from me. Look at my body. I'm alive, yes, but only because of tubes and machines. After you appeared, my infinite potential suddenly became finite.
Now I see. Your strength comes from practice and practical experience, not raw power. I don't need your quirk. It wouldn't pair well with Tomura's disposition.
Now, if you will
excuse me.
That suicidal power-up proves he's desperate. I've been wondering what you plan to do once you steal One for All.
I got the inspiration from comic books. The big bad villain is always feared by people around the world. In this world, with its endless number of cultures and values, what is the one thing that is universally loathed? Having the future you always envisioned snatched away from you. So that's what I plan to do. Take away the future of everyone. That's all I've ever wished for. From the very beginning.
The pro wrestling guy had an idea of Jason Griffith playing the duo role of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. If you ask him, his reason is because of Sonic the Hedgehog from Sonic X. I think this is because he's shown to be a smart aleck wisecracker, and he has his own moments of charisma. I have seen clips of Sonic X, so I do have a bit of an understanding there.
Well, how do you like the ocean?
It's delightful.
Impressive, isn't it, Sonic?
Well, that thing is pretty tall, but I bet in a battle it comes up short.
You'll need more than speed to survive this robot, Sonic.
Really? Yo, Fang Face! Let's see how quickly you can slither! You heard your boss, Slowpoke! Right here! Catch me! I was wondering how long it would take before you bozos showed up. You two boys starting to rust yet?
I hope you've enjoyed yourself, Sonic, because your happy little holiday's about to end.
Oh yeah, I'd say the fun's about to start!
Don't be so sure, Warthog!
The X-Tornado's all set to go! You still want to go back to town?
What's the rush? Come on down here.
Huh?
I changed my mind. Think I'll take it easy. Just enjoy myself for a while. Well, I'm off. It's been a real blast, but I gotta split. See ya! Enjoy your vacay, kids! Catch you on the flip side, huh?
Now I know some of you are suggesting Robbie Daymond and Yuri Lowenthal, but they already have played Spider-Man a couple times. So I think we should experiment with voice actors who haven't played these characters yet. Now, moving on to some concepts of my own, I thought, what if Kristi Kang played Betty Brant? This is mainly because of the female reporter from My Hero Academia. I had an idea of Betty as an associate going out to capture footage of Spider-Man and other superheroes fighting crime or other chaos, only for Jameson to keep bad-mouthing everybody. As for Peter Parker, he doesn't work for the Daily Bugle as a photographer. Instead, his job is to work on their website for their layout, color palette, font set, and visual styles. But anyway, let's see what Kristi would sound like if she played Betty Brant.
Hey, you! Can you tell us what it's like to work so closely with All Might?
I'm sorry, I have to go to the nurse's office. Yeah, right away.
Are you one of All Might's students? Tell us, what's the symbol of peace like in person?
What's he like?
Excuse me, kid. Are you in All Might's class? Oh, hold on. Aren't you that sludge villain kid? Okay, can you hear me in the studio? I'm reporting to you live from skies over Hosu City. It's unclear what's happening below, but take a look. Large clouds of smoke and fire are rising from different locations in the area. Is this due to a series of accidents, or have villains taken the streets? Currently, we have no info on the situation here, but our station will continue reporting as this breaking story unfolds. Don't you dare stop filming.
Number 4, check out the huge increase in this mysterious ninja's resolved cases. Ninja hero headshot!
Compose yourself. We're in public.
This time, those heroes involved with the Camino incident have all seen their approval ratings go up. Which brings us to number 3.
Unfortunately, she is officially retired and hasn't gotten much work since 2019. So I consider this concept scrapped. Still, it was a nice experiment. Although the reporter is the reason I nominated her as Betty Brant, she is most famous for being the original voice of Levy McGarden from Fairy Tale. Upon the announcement of the 100 Years Quest English cast, Hannah Alii has been confirmed to replace Kristi. Kira Buckland, best known for Rebecca Bluegarden in Eden Zero, Mitsuri Konroji from Demon Slayer, and Elsie Schwarzer from The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steels, has played Spider-Gwen, aka Ghost Spider, Captain Marvel, Gamora, Jean Grey, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel, all of whom in the web series Marvel TLDR. At this rate, I can see her voicing Ultimate Spider-Woman, the female clone of Peter Parker.
Yes! I win! Take that, you old man with the bullet wound. I don't even celebrate this holiday, and I know you're doing it wrong. Understand now? This is no standability. This is proof. Proof that there's justice in this world, and your murderous soul will rot until the end of time! As I said, you and I are partners. And since you're so hell-bent on having my back, just know, I'll have yours as well. If you hadn't shown up, who knows what would have happened to Paku and me. So anyway, thanks a lot for doing that. My objective is to erase Void Dark and rupture the marriage of convenience that my father decided upon, on his own. Here you go! Ready for this? I'll be more serious this time. I'm the martial arts queen! Not so bad. I demand a rematch. Don't bother apologizing now. Leave it to me. Let's wrap this up quick. This could be entertaining. Let me at him. All looks if you ask me.
Veronica Taylor is most famous for being the original Ash Ketchum from Pokemon, but she also played a couple of older and more mature women by just deepening her own voice or using her casual voice. One example of this is her role, Simone from Rune Factory 5. Because of this, I think she should play Aunt May. At least it would make sense for a younger version, like in the Ultimate Comics and MCU.
Hey now, what are you doing to my patient? I'm this town's doctor, and also its mayor. Call me Simone. No numbness either? Thank goodness. If you don't have any difficulty speaking, then I'd like to ask a few questions. Oh my! Hello there. Do you promise your love, through all the good times and bad, for as long as the two of you both shall live? And do you promise your love, both in sickness and health, for better or worse, till death do you part? Now, you may seal your vows with a kiss.
Well, that's it for this episode. Of course, this is usually where I ask if you have suggestions for a future video, but also, if you've been following me for a while, I have an interesting but optional challenge for you. Which concept from episodes 1 through 5 is your favorite, and why? Give at least one reason in the comments, and again, if you have any ideas for a potential video, feel free to write that and I'll try to look into it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.